see it.
I see it. I see it. I see it.
Do you see the bear?
Yes,
The bear?
I see it.
Is it coming?
No.
I dropped my glasses.
No.
Where does animal control when you need them? Fish and game.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Oh.
Welcome to American Outdoors. Ken Johnson just got a new roommate last week, a black bear living in the Crawlspace under his home in Altadena, an unincorporated community northeast of Los Angeles. The massive California black bear, which is estimated to be about 500 pounds, tore open an access panel and framing before moving in. After a full week of living with the first bear, Johnson says that his same camera captured a second bear wandering outside of his home. It's seen sauntering up the driveway of his home before stopping outside of the crawlspace for a brief moment. Realizing that the space below is occupied, it then quickly retreats from Johnson's yard. Be sure to drop your comments below and tell us what you might have done with this quarter-ton uninvited guest.
Now at 5:30, an Altadena homeowner finds himself living with a very unwelcome and very large roommate. Turns out a massive bear has settled into the crawl space of an Altadena home, getting way too cozy for comfort.
Jillian Smuckler now shows us what the homeowner is up against.
An Altadena man set up a home security camera right outside this crawl space right here because you can see that brick. That's just one of many items he noticed was moved and then even destroyed. So you can imagine his surprise when he saw a 500-pound black bear living right under his home. It started Monday night when Ken Johnson's outdoor camera picked up movement in the driveway.
It was really big. I've seen him before, but he was going through the trash. He's never done that before. And then the next morning I look, and he's coming out from underneath my house.
Since then, the bear hasn't just visited, it's moved in. Ken says he sees it every day on camera, slipping in and out like he owns the place. But on Friday, things turned a little too close for comfort.
So I had to go around and change the batteries. So I went around there, and I just glanced at the hole from standing up, and I heard this horrible growl, like with a hiss, and I just ran.
Ken's now living on edge, unsure when this uninvited house guest will pop up next. So naturally, I asked if we could go see it. I see it. I see it. I see it.
Do you see the bear?
Yes,
The bear?
I see it. Ken, are you okay?
Is it coming?
No.
I dropped my glasses.
No.
Where does animal control when you need them? Fish and game.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Oh.
He says it's unsettling knowing he's sharing a property with a 500-pound bear living just feet below him.
And it looked like a monster because the eyes are like close together and then this big wide head, and I wasn't even sure what I was looking at.
Law enforcement told him staying inside will keep him safe, but he wants this tenant gone. Are you gonna start charging him rent?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
He reached out to California Fish and Wildlife to see if they can help evict this enormous squatter before things escalate.
I got a recording that said they're closed for the holidays. I don't need a bear for Christmas. I want to get rid of the bear for Christmas.
Until Ken can get some help, he tells me he's going to continue staying indoors and, of course, keep those cameras rolling.
And now the latest on that 500-pound bear that's taken up residence underneath a home in Altadena. The owner has been trying to come up with a way to keep him out of his crawl space, but the bear keeps getting in. And there was a second bear that showed up today. NBC4's Tracy Leong is live for us in Altadena with the owner's newest challenge. Tracy.
Yeah, it's not one, it's now two bears he's worrying about. Yeah, Carolyn, the homeowner, Ken Johnson, tells me this whole experience has been very exciting, but also very exhausting. The massive bear that we're talking about that lives in his home, he's been in and out for the past week. But Johnson says on Thanksgiving Day, that's when he seemed to just move in and not want to go anywhere. Let's get straight to that video so you can see exactly what we're talking about. This is a male bear that has been tagged by the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. He is known to them, and he weighs about 550 pounds. Johnson's made a report with them, and they're closely monitoring the situation. For now, Johnson says it's just unnerving to know the huge creature is living under his home. Even his cat Boo Boo, who's been sniffing the vent to the crawl space where the bear is living. Through his security cameras, Johnson has been able to keep tabs on the bear, who has only left once since moving in last week to rummage through Johnson's trash can. Now, Johnson's kitchen, it is directly above the space where the bear is staying, and he's tried some creative ways to try to get him to leave.
I made some noise in the kitchen right above him with a loud radio and a sidewalk blower motor, which is just, and the washing machine on spin cycle, which really, you know, it rattles back and forth and shakes the floor. He only went back farther, I think.
And as if one unwanted bear wasn't enough, Carolyn, a second stopped by and peeked inside the crawl space. Johnson sharing this video with NBC4 of the smaller bear that took one look and then scurried away. Johnson says he's grateful that one took off.
It's not so bad as long as he's asleep and he's not moving around and breaking pipes and air conditioning ducts. It's like maybe he's just better off down there for now.
And that was Tracy Leong reporting live for us from Altadena. That bear not going anywhere just yet.
Right now, it seems to be very quiet in that crawl space. So this is the home behind me. The crawl space is to the left. At this time, the homeowner says he's just sitting and waiting for instructions and next steps as to what he has to do to get the bear out. Take a listen.
I saw that thing coming out of the hole. I must have turned white.
It's the kind of danger most of us only imagine, but for Ken Johnson, it's literally living beneath his feet.
Since last Tuesday, his giant black bear, California black bear, he's brown in color. He's got two white stripes, or sort of a tan stripe here and a tan nose.
When we arrived to Johnson's Altadena home, we walked with him toward the crawl space, hoping to understand how a bear managed to make himself at home. And then this happened.
Right.
The bear suddenly pushed its head out, swiped a claw toward the opening, and let out a deep huff before pulling back into the darkness.
See what I mean? It was scary. I mean, just the size of that thing related to a part of your house that you're familiar with. It's like a horror movie.
For Johnson, this isn't just a wild encounter. It's been his reality every single day for almost a week, but one he was made aware of in June when a fire mitigation crew let him know there were signs a bear had been in his crawl space.
And I noticed everything was torn up. Bricks were destroyed, pulled off the foundation. The wooden frame with the mesh on it was all pulled out. And so I put it back together just lightly and then put a camera up there.
His cameras have recorded the bear night after night, roaming his yard, even ripping down a screen and squeezing its way through that tiny opening beneath the home.
It's really close to like a wildlife habitat where a lot of bears are.
Court clopping with the State Department of Fish and Wildlife says now is the time they tend to want to den and find these spaces because they're warm and provide a sense of safety.
Unfortunately, it sounds like this is what that bear has potentially found under this homeowner's house in the crawl space.
He says the male bear is tagged, but wasn't available to tell us about any past encounters.
If it has a tag, it means that we've had some involvement with it.
Clopping says the best thing nearby residents can do is to secure access to crawl spaces and make sure not to leave any food out.
It's really unfortunate, honestly. Like we love to see bears in the woods. We don't want to see them in our homes.
Adding they're hoping to get a team out to the home soon. Meantime, Johnson is just hoping the bear leaves on its own.
But I hope they just take it away someplace where he can find fish or something.
And Johnson just let us know that the State Department of Fish and Wildlife contacted him and gave him some instruction as to what next steps he can take tomorrow in order to be safe and also try to get the bear out. The department told us that normally in these situations, two things can happen. If the bear is small enough, they could go ahead and tranquilize it. But you all saw that footage of that bear. He is massive. So they're saying, you know, best route is not to tranquilize him in there because it will be very hard to actually extract him from that crawl space. So what they are thinking is once biologists come out and assess the situation, likely what they'll do is sit and wait for that bear to come out naturally and find the safest way to potentially tranquilize the bear and get him to his natural habitat.